Hey everyone, just like Mr. Rogers, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We've been dealing with a whole lot of financial subjects about how to do financial assessment to determine a baseline of where you are and then setting goals. And most recently, we've been dealing with how to go about reducing expenses. And in the last video, we talked about how to increase income. And that's the best way to be able to generate as much positive cash flow as we can in order to be able to reduce debt and build wealth for the future. But today I want to talk to you about monitoring financial progress. How do you go about monitoring things? Well, if you're working with that budget and you reduced your expenses and you're increasing your income, it's pretty straightforward to sit down and have a regular review. I highly recommend sitting with your spouse or with a financial advisor or a financial coach and going through things at least once a week to be sure that you're staying on track, because one of the most critical lessons that I've learned in over 45 years in business is that you get what you measure. And even more importantly, if you can't measure it, it can't be achieved. So it's really, really important to learn how to measure things and to commit to measure things on a regular basis. So for each goal that you have, what does success look like for you? Document that. So when you're planning on paying off a debt, as an example, let's say that you have a $3,000 credit card debt that's a high interest credit card, and that's the one that you've decided to pay off. With the extra cash flow that you're able to allocate to it, do the math. How quickly can you pay off that credit card? And set a goal and monitor your progress toward it to say, hey, if I said I was going to pay it off in 6 months, and I'm 3 months in, have I paid as much as I possibly can? Am I on target to get that total amount paid off? So that's a good way to be able to measure progress. But ask yourself, for each thing that you're taking on, whether it's paying off debt or building that $1,000 emergency fund or building 6 to 8 months of living expenses, when you set a deadline for that, monitor your progress along the way. Do you have enough? If you're 3 months into to a yearly process, are you 25% towards your goal? Have you accomplished that much? That stuff is really, really important. And one of the things that I find really, really beneficial is to chart your progress. And it doesn't, if you're not an Excel wizard and you can't sit down and create a spreadsheet that creates the nice little graph for you, you can take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and you can chart, you can establish the line that you want to stay on in order to be able to hit your goal at the end of that period of time. And then every week or every month when you sit down and you review things, put a little dot up on that chart. And if you're below the line, you're not keeping up. You're not staying on track. If you're above the line, you're making greater progress. So it gives you a really good indication. It gives you a sense of what's going on. But the key to it is to understand, A, what am I going to monitor in order to be successful? And B, how am I going to monitor it? And how do I do it visually so that I can understand the progress that I'm making, and so that it can be motivation for me to keep doing the good work. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, write a comment below, and please click subscribe. Join our channel so that you can be notified whenever new videos are coming out. God bless you, have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon.